The quickest way to the canyon is through the east gate. Hi, my name is Bryce. Welcome back to VHS Play, where we are playing The Legend of Zelda and recording it all on VHS. And I forgot to add in Majora's Mask there. It's fine. So before we get started here, last episode I ran out of time after completing the Great Bay Temple. There we go. Not Water Temple, Great Bay Temple specifically, to not be associated with the one from Ocarina of Time that gets a lot more shade than it deserves. Anyway, so yeah, things that have happened between episodes, I have, we went back, we got the Great Fairy, and actually got our rewards. We got, which way is east? East. West? West, east. Which way am I going? I'm going east. We got our Great Fairy reward, which has given us double defense, which essentially doubles our life total. And also, we got our fancy gold sword, which is great. It's so much longer than the Kokiri sword, and it does so much more damage. And we're going to need that coming up. And also, just because, things. Where am I going? What am I doing? Let's get out of town. Let's just go. Hey, can you tell that I have no idea how to start episodes in which I need to, blend in some footage early on? Anyhow. So we have our sword, we have so much more life. Things are pretty good. And also, Tattle told us to go off towards the east, not the west, to head towards the last possible giant. I think there's only one more. Yeah, only one more. Also, last time we helped our good friend Shiro, the poor, unnoticed soldier. Don't mind me just riding Epona way back here to make sure I can actually make this jump, because boy howdy, I hate this fence so much. The number of times Epona has gotten caught on that. We also went off to the graveyard for a little bit, met Dampe, and also did things for Captain Kita. And then there's this guy over here. Hee and all that. We already talked to him once. If you want a mask containing wandering spirits, which I believe he offered a clue of, hey, you can find such a mask at a farm. We did this at some point. This mask can summon the hidden Garo ninjas where it was sea. It doesn't say anything about wandering spirits, but we did find it at a farm, so...
That's a nice mask you're wearing. This is the mask of the leader of the ninjas who once spied on the hilltop castle with the blood-stained history. With that, you may be able to call out their spirits that even now are still wandering. Perhaps you may be able to save the souls that wander beyond here.
So, I do not remember how long it took me to figure this out as a kid. Just the idea of, hey, here's this tree, now you can hookshot it to get up here. Ah, that's a Nidoran. Don't get too close to it, sniff sniff. It smells like gunpowder. Hate these things so much. We have Gorons at home. They just spawn in the way all the time, and that was about as painless as that could ever be. Anyway, welcome to Ikana Canyon. Hey, it's this guy. Master, you called. Huh? What are you? Regrettable. Although my rival, you were spectacular. I shall take my bow. I shall take my bow by opening my heart and revealing my wisdom. To cross the valley of Ikana, aim the arrow. Let's try that again. To cross the valley of Ikana, aim at the river beast with the arrowhead that freezes. Belief or disbelief rests with you. To die without leaving a corpse, that is the way of us Garo. Ikana butte across the canyon. Beware the Octoroks. So, hey, Octoroks. You know about the Octorok, right? All you have to do is deflect that rock that spits out. So, this would be a lot easier if, we had any arrows. So... As I was saying, hey, it's this guy, the guy that we keep, beating up to save Bomb Grandma. I guess we've only done that once. But anyway, it's that guy. And I don't want to deal with the things that he does if we talk to him, so we're just not going to talk to him. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing business here in this canyon. You should give up going to that far side of the canyon. That place is cursed. If you don't have something that drives away demons, they'll catch you. Rumor has it demons aren't afraid unless they see something that looks like themselves. Don't you need any blue potion in case you get cursed? One drink is 100 rupees. You need any? Not right now. I only have 2 rupees in my name. Oh, really? Well, you'll be cursed. Thanks for the vote of confidence, sir. Okay, so, the way we're supposed to handle this is, of course, doing what the Garo said, and, having arrows and magic, and using our ice arrows, what we got from the Great Bay Temple. However, we're just going to, get ourselves right up to this ledge. The reason for the sword slashes, by the way, is to... The sword slashes are for getting to the ledge without falling off of it. You can just sit there and slash at the ledge, and you'll get up to it, but you won't fall off. Anyway, slight sequence break. It's fine. We would have frozen those two, jumped across here, and then hook shot up to this tree. Given that I don't have any arrows, we're just going to do it this way because, that keeps things moving. Don't mind me. Everything. Like I said, can't you tell that I have no idea what I'm doing? I guess I don't need that fairy, but we do want this owl statue, and hello, our shield. Nope, that was our sword. Master, you called. Huh? What are you? Well, this is a Gwei.
It's a Gwei. You don't know about this one? Just attack it before it swoops down on you. That's all there is to it. It's said that it's a Garo. Just concentrate on blocking and dodging those sharp weapons.
Don't mind me, just... Fantastic freeze frame on this. Regrettable. Although you are my rival, you are spectacular. I shall take my bow by opening my heart and revealing my wisdom. If one tries to enter the spring water cave without knowing the song buried in the grave, that poor visitor shall meet with disaster. Belief or disbelief rests with you. To die without leaving a corpse, that is the way of us Garo.
Just wanted the rupees.
Alright, so we've got some of this owl grass that there we go. We have some arrows now. If we wanted to, we could go now do the proper way of crossing the bridge. It's fine. But, well, hey, we're up here now. So now what?
can't see it, but I sense there's a thirst for blood looming all around us. Don't you have a mask that can summon the unseen?
You mean this one?
Master, you called? What are you? Regrettable and all that. Wisdom. To revive the dried-up river on the Ikana hill, you must go to the Springwater Cave. Belief or disbelief rests with you. To die without leaving a corpse, that is the way of the Garo.
Thanks, Gwei, for that little... just a smidge of comedy.
Keep away from our house. My father is not one of you.
What if I don't wear the mask? Same thing. Nope, get off me. Stab it.
It's a Gibdo. You won't be able to move if it glares at you, so be careful. Got it?
Wait, come on.
What's this, green clothes, green fairy? Oh my. My name is Tingle and all that stuff. He's 35 and likes fairies. This is fine. Oh, lucky, lucky. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? We actually already have both these maps, so no thank you. I see, we'll call again. Tingle, tingle, coolalimpa. These are the magic words of Tingle created himself. Don't steal them.
Alright, so there's a Springwater Cave up here somewhere. We don't really want to be in Springwater Cave. We need something from a grave. Here's a sign. Springwater Cave, entry prohibited due to ghost sightings. Well, we've already met with a terrible fate. Why not just meet with a few more?
What business have you in Ikana Kingdom, land where only the dead roam? This is no place for one as full of life as you. Or do you say that you wish to join the dead? That is fine. If that is the case, then sleep gently to the melody of darkness that the great composer Sharp shall play, and join the ranks of the dead.
This has worked for, like, all the other ghosts, right?
Somehow my heart is eased. This melody has a serenity to it. And yet, to one of the dead and darkness like myself, a song like that no longer holds meaning for me. You shall end your futile resistance and quickly join the ranks of the dead.
So there we go. Just raw damage to be had there.
Master, you called, and all that jazz? Who are you? Regrettable, although you're my rival, here is my wisdom. To revive the dried-up river on the Ikana hill, you must go to the Springwater Cave. Belief or disbelief... Garo. I was going up the ramp, not over here. Interesting little bit there. Getting shoved this direction. Dear sir, you missed really badly. Regrettable, although you were my rival, take my bow, wisdom. Every 2 minutes on every day, the girl who lives in the music box house goes to the dried up well to check on something. But as long as the spirits are wandering outside her house, she dares not leave her home. Belief or disbelief lies with you. That is the way of a Garo. I think I lost my Garo voice. That's fine. Empty well. Injury reported due to ghost sightings. More ghosts. Let's go. Alright. So we've got a locked door and a Gibdo. And a locked door and a Gibdo. And a whole heckin' map. Because I don't want to climb out, we're just going to teleport back up to the owl statue up here. Alright, I still have this mask on. Maybe I should go ahead and take it off. I think we've seen enough. We know that. We have, in fact, met with such a disaster. Thank you for your knowledge and wisdom and stuff. I'm gonna take this mask off before we run into more ninjas. Ikana Castle front gate. Use what you will, the sealed gate shall never open. Yes, but there is an opening over here. I see. Well, we've turned on the lights in this room. That does us no good. Not a bit. Well, as night falls, we are running out of doors to investigate around here. We did find our fairy. Or rather, the fairy fountain.
Oh, kind young one, please hear our plea. Please find the fairies trapped in the Stone Tower Temple. Find the ones who are the same color as we are and bring them back to us.
Well, at least this time we don't have to, you know, get ourselves a powder keg and do some complicated jumps and hookshotting across open water, which could be very disastrous if, say, there's only like 10 minutes left before, you know, the end of the world. But you know what? It's night. Which means we should go back to that graveyard, actually. There's one more door here that we should check out, but that's fine. We'll check it out later. For now, let's just spook them away. And instead of walking like a chump, am I going to get punked? We'll find out. There we go. Just a little bit of punking. Far too often, trying to climb that ledge, I get bonked by the words. The floating skull things, I forget their name. Huh?
Ah, Captain, sir. Excuse me, sir. Everyone, give the Captain your attention. We haven't seen you in some time, Captain, sir. As per your orders, sir, we've been guarding these graves closely. We have been expecting your next orders, sir.
What shall we do? Open the grave. Open it?
Why, yes, sir. Everyone, follow me.
I don't know what this skeleton voice is, but it's fine. Also, we will be participating in some shenanigans. Please look forward to it. First, though, we need to take care of some bats. Spoilers for, 3 seconds from now. So, because I got hit by that flying skull thing, I am now jinxed. And in fact, I don't think we've seen the text box for that. Nope, got unjinxed. Never mind. Jinxed means you can't pull out your sword. Anyone else? Take that, bets. Money. So a thing I realized, and this is hopefully not an issue, like my recording setup now should support stereo, my playing setup still only supports mono, so hitting Z is so much louder than hitting R. And that is 100% due to having the game set to stereo sound, but my TV only supporting mono. However, it's stereo up to the point that it hits the VCR that is recording. There it is. Couldn't see that. Had to just kind of take a blind shot. Anyway, things that I have to deal with that hopefully you don't.
You know about the Iron Knuckle, right? Stay away from its axe attack, then look for a chance to retaliate.
That worked. If you were paying attention, that still did 2 hearts of damage even with double defense. So, yeah, those things, as it turns out, hurt real bad.
Are you the one who freed my soul? I serve the Ikana family. I am the composer called Flat. The songs connected to the royal family that remain here were all composed by my brother and I. Oh, Shab, my dear brother. He sold his soul to the devil, and was the one who locked me in here. You who do not fear the dead, learn well the song that is inscribed behind me. And if you ever meet my brother, I'd like you to inform him. 1,000 years of raindrops summoned by my song are my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. I have made my request. The 1,000 years of raindrops summoned are my blah blah blah, my tears. The thunder that strikes the earth is my anger. Here is written the song that shall cleanse this cursed black soul. Keep this song in your heart.
Okay, so, The Song of Storms is a delight. Just flat out. And on an N64 controller, it is, it's one of those, really satisfying, button press movements of your thumb, of just, this... if I don't know how to explain this if you've never seen an N64 controller, and if you've never held one appropriately, like the marketing shots of like the Switch N64 controller. Anyway, there's just like hitting A is like slightly down to the left of the C button, and then you go up to the C down, and then you go straight up to C up, and just like that rising movement just feels really good. And it is one of those things that an emulator with like a, you know, any sort of other input device, it just doesn't feel right. Like usually what happens with emulator stuff is that you will have like a face button for A, and then you will have like the right stick for your chosen device of input, whether it be a PlayStation or Xbox style controller or any of the, you know, imitations thereof. What are, you know, most controllers are basically the same format these days anyway. So you have like a weird face button, and then you hit down and then up on the right stick, and it just does not feel right, and it does not feel good to do at all. Whereas on the N64 controller, that movement of like this swooping upward momentum just feels really nice. And that was a really big long ramble about nothing on screen, so apologies, but I just had to get that out. This melody that you've heard before is the turbulent tune that blows curses away. So what's fun about that is that jinxed status that I just mentioned. We can also use the Song of Storms to rid ourselves of that negative status, which is a thing I always forget about. Will I actually do it? We'll see. Alright, I am debating on whether or not to do a trick here. Yes. We're going to do a thing. So, this other portal here is the Day 2 grave. Is this just going to be the day Bryce breaks the game? Yes. I think it will be. So the graveyard stuff, usually you're going to have to come back here all 3 days because there's a different grave that you can open every day. Let's hack everything up. Let's hack everything up. So there's a trick that blowing yourself up near a ledge will send you flying much further than you can jump, which allows you to reach the Day 2 grave. This is super going against like the whole not metagaming thing, but you know what? Let's have some fun today. We've already broke into Ikana by not using ice arrows because I didn't have any arrows at the time. Also, hey, this wall is fake. We could behold. Let's just do tricks. Let's just do tricks because they're fun here. So, as you can see, this room is full of invisible things. There's an invisible walkway over there. And we could do everything the way we're meant to. But let's embrace the Sonic lifestyle and gotta go fast. This is one of those really stupid tricks that just works. And just to make sure I'm doing it right, we're going to leave and then come back one more time. Interesting that the camera kind of got stuck up in the wall. Anyway, as Goron, we're going to walk into the room, we're going to roll, and we're just going to hold left. And there we go. We are across the way. And of course we can still Z target onto enemies that we can't see. This wall has cracks in it, so, you know, we know to blow it up. And there's some pots over there, but that's it. Remember to take off the blast mask before we go into this room. Hey, look, it's another one of these guys. You got a piece of heart. You've assembled a new heart container. Your max life has increased. Hooray. Great. We actually finished our first row of hearts with that. That's actually really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue shenanigans. We could go get our... We could go do some things. Let's not. So here's the thing. We do still have to get out of here, which for that we are going to use the appropriate methods. Walk along our invisible path. A note about the ledges here, they are pain and a half. They are the type that you just kind of walk off of. Like, usually when Link hits an edge, unless you're walking at like full speed, but if you're just walking slowly, Link will grab on. Those ledges do not do that. You'll just pop right on out. So anyway, this is the Day 2 grave. We broke in. What if we were to break into the Day 3 grave? And this is where we get into tricks that I'm not super comfortable with, so let's see if I can manage it. We'll just give it like 3 tries? 3 tries sounds good. So first thing is we want to be Zora, and we want to come all the way up here, because we want to reset which area is loaded. Now we want to go walk against this wall, and I think it is here? And if we come down here and things don't load, then we've done it right. I've done it wrong, so we'll give it 2 more shots. And then move on to actually like going up and playing the song for the guy in the well. It is... I'm trying to remember if it's this board or this board. Or is it a different board altogether? Maybe it's this one. Or maybe it's another one. Alright, I think I've forgotten part of this setup. This one is just kind of a... You do weird things as Zora. Let's go down here. Healed. Alright, I have clearly forgotten some part of the setup for that. But what that does is it unload. Basically, you slip over the load trigger for things here, and slipping over that load trigger makes it to where like the rest of the graveyard doesn't load, and then you can just like wander around until you find the hole for Day 3 grave, because it's just not loaded. But it's like, it's close enough that the pit is there and the entrance is there, but like not the grave that goes on top of it. Anyway, that's enough of those shenanigans. Also, let's stop walking around like a chump.
I'm a spooky ghost. I understand your desire. You do not give up. I see you really do wish to join the ranks of the dead.
Yeah, but what if we played a really jaunty tune?
What is this? This song? No, it cannot be this song. Vlad, my dear brother, forgive your foolish brother who dreamt of the revival of the royal family. Ye who do not fear the dead. With my brother's song, you have broken the curse that was placed upon me. This is all thanks to you. We dead should not be lingering here in this land. It was all a trick of the masked one who had upset things. If you truly do not fear the dead, I wish for you to go to the temple in this land and sever the root of the evil curse that torments us. To do that, I, the only one who knows the way into the temple, shall direct you to the king. The king is in the ruins of Ikana Castle, awaiting the coming of the one who will break the curse. I have made my final request.
Alright, well, we can't really get into the castle at all, so... Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, because of the way things have played out, and I don't really want to put this off till next episode, we have here this girl, suddenly, who is exploring and looking at things. Presumably, she was the one that wouldn't let us inside. Do I want to do this now? Apparently not. I pressed the take mask off button. And I don't think she'll come back out for 2 more hours, which will be daytime. But well, hey, there's still a use for the stone mask, and that is to sneak past Pamela. Spoilers, her name is Pamela. Alright, well, we can at least do this. No longer jinxed. Well, I guess that is going to be it for this episode, pretty much. And next time we will continue with, hey, now we can break into Pamela's house, maybe. I'm also going to just keep getting hit by this guy standing here, so, well, hey, there goes the UI shrinking down. I got nothing. Well, that's it for thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. Have yourself a lovely evening.